Hi friends, I'm Sherry in the Wild, and I'm going to show you in this video the small underseat luggage that has wheels that I'll be using for this 18-day trip to Tokyo and Seoul. I'm not using my normal carry-on luggage because I explained that in the other videos, so let me show you how I packed it. This is the Travel-On underseat luggage, and I believe I originally got it on Amazon, but I can't find it right now, so I'm going to put a link to whatever store is buying it or something similar. And so you can see the size here. Okay, so I'll show you the different pockets. So it has one little pocket here where I could put a highlighter and pen, because you need that when you travel. And then it has this little mesh pocket here, another kind of padded one in front, and then when you open it up it looks like this. Okay, here you can see there's one that has a clear view, and it does have a zipper there, and then two pockets here, this mesh pocket here that you can take off with these snaps, so you can open it up like that, and then just some space in there, and then it does have this other kind of space there. Okay, and so the main reason I'm doing this is because I'm going to check in my carry-on because we plan to shop in Tokyo and Korea, and my daughter definitely plans to shop. I have a tentative list of what I want, and then since we're going to Busan Festa, we'll see what merch we'll get there and things like that. And we're going to Jeju, so we are checking in a larger luggage, and then she's going to put her carry-on luggage in that luggage, and then two foldable bags, these. Okay, see, they fold, and I've shown this before too. I'll link any videos where I've shown these bags. All right, I remembered my mic just in time. Okay, and then so my carry-on, I'm going to check that in. So going to Tokyo, we're going to have 2 check-in bags, and then coming back we'll have 4, because we'll have my carry-on, her carry-on, and the large luggage, and probably one of these bags, and then the other one like this, she's going to use it as her personal bag for the airplane. So this is my this is my carry-on luggage, and then I have my personal bag, which I showed you in the other the video prior to this. Okay, so the main thing is, because this is a work trip and I will be working, and so I've traveled enough that I put in a bunch of hours before I leave, put a bunch of hours when I get back. But during my trip, I can take about 2, sometimes 4 hours, but normally 2, maybe 3 hours a day without skipping a day to just keep up with my work. So I need my laptop. All right, my laptop doesn't have a sleeve, so I didn't have enough time when I thought about it to get one, because the other backpack that I normally use for my laptop, which I've shown on this channel, I'll link that video, that has a padding in the backpack itself. It's made especially for laptops. So this one is not specifically for laptops, but I'll use my mouse pad kind of to cover this part where the handles are, right? Because it's, what is that? It pulls out, and then it fits here. Look, you see my alma mater, Hope on the Stage, and little Chimmy over here. Okay, so that, and then I'll be having so a lot of the stuff that I'll be actually using on the plane are going to be in my purse, my crossbody purse, which I showed, and then this will go in the compartment above, right, the overhead bin. But before I put that in, I'm gonna have to take out my Bose headphones. Now, noise canceling headphones, I tell you, are a game changer. You must get them. Okay, and then I'll probably pull out one of my plugs here. Just depends on what plug they have on the plane itself. We're taking Alaska Airlines, so I might not need it because it'll be fully charged. I've already downloaded my movies into my iPad. Okay. So I'll have to grab my iPad because that's where I download and I watch most of my movies, not on my phone because that's just too small. But the entertainment might be good enough that I won't need it. So this Bose, I'm going to bring out the whole case because it does have the charger here, or the charging cables. And it has this one where sometimes it's an older plane. Well, a lot of times in order to use the headphones, there's no Bluetooth, right? So you have to connect it. And so I'll pull this whole thing out, and this fits in the little basket in front. Okay, and then I'll have this. And then my purse has my chapstick. I have a mask there to freshen up. And then I have some mouthwash there too. So I might just use mouthwash before I get off the plane. If not, I do have a dental kit here with a toothbrush, toothpaste, some more mouthwash, and some dental floss. So I might pull this out too because it's a long flight. Okay, and that one, I'm going to put this one over here. Okay, right. And then I have an umbrella here. So in the meantime, I'll put this here. But once we get to Japan, we arrive 4 in the afternoon, so it'll still be sunny, but we'll be taking the train. But definitely, I'll be keeping the umbrella with me. Oh, I forgot to show you this. So this is my electronics bag, and everything is in there. So this is a charger for my mic, my Rode mic. And then I have some stuff in here. Okay. So the only thing I'll need to take out of here is, I might just take this out. I don't know. We'll see. We'll have to just see what the cable situation is on the actual plane. Okay. And then I'm going to put an air tag. I have an air tag in my luggage. I'm going to put an air tag in this one too. I'm thinking here, right? Just so it has to be in a place where it's zippered. Okay, and then what I've done is I have a change of clothes. So in case, if you check in luggage, you have to always make sure you have one set of clothes that you can change into, because especially like Narita, it's like an hour by train, 45 minutes by train to Tokyo, and then you take the subway and all that stuff. And it's going to be, unless they will bring it to your hotel, I don't know if they do that, because it's been very rare that I check in luggage and on top of that, losing luggage, right? So I have in here a linen dress, underwear, a change of underwear, a change of socks, and I can still just use the bra that I have. So this can also be used as like a little pillow if you need that. Okay, so let me fill in this part here first because I have a lot of loose stuff, and you can always put them into bags to contain it some more. So here I am carrying some cash, and then what I figured out is that I'd rather have it here because if they need to check the luggage, okay, they can't just open it up. They have to call you over, and then you can ask to watch them as they open the bag. But they usually do that. I've had my bag open before through TSA, and so you can watch them. Just make sure, don't trust anyone when you have cash. It's very tempting. So I figured I clipped it and I have it in this bag, and it'll be closed, so they just can't grab it versus like in your purse, or obviously don't throw it into the bin directly. Okay, and then I'll have my makeup sponge, a week, 2 weeks worth of, this is enough. I think it's about a week and a half worth, 2 weeks worth of contact lenses. And I am going to get eyeglasses at Jin's in Shinjuku, and then just a little tissue there. I probably should get a tissue for my purse too. And then this is for over-the-counter medications. Now, you cannot bring in like Benadryl into Japan. So you have to read stuff like that. Do I need a visa? You could go to the state gov website, or you can just Google it, and it sometimes has the right answer there. and check all the resources. But I've shown this before. I've had them labeled. So like you can bring Tylenol, you can bring pain medication, but what I read, you can't bring Benadryl. So I just thought I just won't bring allergy medicine, Claritin or Zyrtec. I'll just be safe with that. But I definitely always carry some type of Tylenol thing, medicine. Okay, this is a back scratcher. My back is always itchy. Okay, it's a travel size one. Isn't that cute? I know, it looks silly, but listen, my back needs it. Okay, and then I think this is the last thing to put in there, just another claw. I have one also in my personal item, but I just figured I can have two colors. Okay, then as far as makeup, all my makeup are in these two bags. Okay, I'm not going to go through them, but it's the basic stuff: foundation, some lipstick, some chapstick, some body spray, cover up, eyelash glue, eyeliner, kind of the basic stuff. I don't put a lot of makeup, but just enough, I guess. Oops. Okay, so that just goes there. All right. And then this one is our wipes. Okay, different wipes, feminine wipes, some poopery, hand wipes, makeup wipes, body wipes, facial wipes, all wipes. Okay, if you watch any of my videos, I love wipes. And that's gonna go in this pocket here. Okay. I'm not really happy with this. It just, things will fall in it. It flops down to the floor like that, so it's always gonna fall out. Okay. This is my mic case, so my Rode mics will go in there. And then this is my ergonomic mouse, because my wrist, I really need it. I can't just use the mouse directly. And it's Bluetooth, so I don't need any cables for that. And then I do have this brand Ergo cushion. Listen, unless I finally make it into business class or first class, I upgraded to where you have a few more inches. So, but who knows the seats? Like, so this is one of those where it adds cushion to the seat. You just press this to inflate it. And then you have this thing to deflate it. So you just press it like that and it will inflate. I just don't want to do it right now because listen, it's 9:20 p.m. and my flight, I get picked up by Uber at 4:45 a.m. and I still have to show you the packing of my luggage. So another time you can check the link and see how it works. Oh, now I feel bad. I might just show you. It's pretty easy. Okay, hold on. Okay, I'm gonna do this in fast forward. So I didn't count how many, but you could see it bubbling up. It's really nice. We tried it out yesterday. I got one to try it out first and then I got a second one. So I got one for my daughter, one for me. I think it's gonna help, right? Okay, so that's that. And then there's this little plug here in the back and you just press that and you can you hear? See? Okay, and then once I deflate it, you fold it in half, the flat side, and just roll it. Okay, so one person can do this. There's just a little bit of a trick to it. Okay, there you go. Kind of wish it wasn't bright orange, but that's the bag it came in. So I'll probably just strap this to the bag and see what they say about it. Okay, and then I have here some Noon tablets. These are hydration tablets that I use all the time here in Phoenix. And then since we're going to hot places, I'll definitely use them there. But in Japan, I'll also drink Pocari Sweat. Okay, oopsie. Oh, so this doesn't completely fit. Okay, here. That, and if this has to fit, I think it'll fit. So we're boarding group B, which I think is after A. I mean, they might do C, D, E first, I don't know. But we might have a little bit time of we can just go to our seat and take the stuff out first before we settle in. So I don't want to put any stuff kind of on the outside because look, it's already sticking out. So this is not expandable. So I might, hold on. Okay, I think to save space, I've got to put these two things here. Yeah, there, see, because that was puffing it out. Okay, and then this is where the handle is. And it's nice because it's supposed to fold all the way down. I think it's kind of stuck right now. It's just... Okay, yeah, that was correct. I just had to zip it better. Okay, see, so the handle hides away in that zip there if you want. And then it has these two snaps. And these are made really well. I do like the Travel brand. Okay. And it's heavy because my laptop's in there. And so I might, if they'll let me, I'll just put this here when I bring in the bag. And they're going to see it's small. I mean, it's not like a big carry-on, then I have this, and then I have my pillow one attached to my purse, so I think they'll be okay with that. And then the other nice thing is that it has this band, so if you have another carry-on, you can stick it onto those handles. Okay, this is my underseat carry-on that I'll put in the overhead bin. It has my laptop, my iPad and different stuff in there, that, and one change of clothes that I'll be bringing on the plane to Tokyo and Seoul. And make sure to subscribe because I will be vlogging and showing you the different stuff in Tokyo, where we eat, where we stay, where we, the sites that we check out, the things that we'll do, and also for Busan Festa, Jeju, and Gangnam.